A popular crypto researcher issues a big warning about Binance. Especially after the FTX collapse, it's very important you take a look at this. The California governor greenlights a new crypto regulation bill, and the FTX estate stakes 5.5 million Solana coins. This video is not financial advice, read disclaimers on the screen. You've probably heard of Coffeezilla. He has millions of subscribers on YouTube, he does deep research and was part of exposing the FTX fraud. And he recently retweeted this thread about Binance FUD, saying that it was a good thread on Binance risks. This thread was written by a popular crypto researcher called Adam. Let's get into this thread. Here's my last piece of Binance FUD because I think I've convinced just about everyone I can. But if you are still on the fence or even just open-minded, I'd like you to consider 3 statements that even my critics will agree with. We all agree Justin Sun is a sketch bag and TUSD is a shitcoin he controls. I recently went over the TUSD and Justin Sun FUD in one of my last videos that you guys can check out. We all agree that Binance has taken varying levels of sanctions risks. We all agree Binance US refuses to properly comply with US courts on proving asset custody. Now imagine you had the largest, most profitable exchange in the market. You had 70% of the market share because your largest competitor exchange blew up. Why would you take on additional edge risks like using TUSD in promos or as collateral? It's not good collateral, it's not high volume, it's not commonly used, it doesn't grow your market share. What does it gain? Why would you cling to small markets that have geopolitical risk? Why would you offload the Russian market to a Binance Cloud project? Why would you have Hamas accounts of SDN flagged individuals that somehow only get caught when law enforcement asks? Why would you fight against audits in the US courts and deny your own custody service? An audit should be easy, custody proof should be easy, it's not new regulation, it's not new exposure. Why would you fight that? 3 large risks for basically no gain, none of which grow your top line or bottom line, none of which improve the experience or safety. Why would you take on any of this risk? Unless for some reason you had to. Even those who think this Binance stuff is FUD agree that things like TUSD make no sense. And CZ will tweet for, attack and discredit or go on rants about opinions, but he won't give you a good answer as to why. In fact, he won't give you any answer. I don't think Binance was always a problem. In fact, I do think it was a well-run business at one point, but something has changed in the risks CZ is willing to take that have no rhyme, reason or reward. And you have to ask yourself why. At the end of the day, keeping your assets stored off of Binance costs you nothing. You don't lose out in self-custodying even if he's wrong. But if he's right and you're in Binance, that costs you everything. Now, every time I raise a fuss, you'll see the reply guys out, happy to promote takes I got wrong, or any amount of conspiracy theories on why I'm saying the sky is falling. And that's fine, you can think that. But if you do, it should be because you've got a very good answer for why is TUSD worth the risk for CZ? Because would you risk your business on the reputation of Justin Sun? Basically, a lot of people in the crypto scene think Justin Sun is kind of scammy and they just don't like the fact that CZ and Binance have some association to him through the TUSD stablecoin. And this entire thread is just wondering why CZ would do something like that if his business was completely fine. Now, CZ kind of responded to this FUD, although he didn't actually quote this thread, by saying this: if you form your opinions from other people's opinions, especially from online, you are doomed to be poor. Get facts and form your own opinions. PS 99% of quote-unquote facts out there are opinions, assumptions, inaccurate, wrong, or deliberately false. Open your eyes. Let me know what you think about all of this Binance FUD in the comments down below. Are you holding your money on that exchange? The California Governor Newsom greenlights a new crypto regulation bill set for 2025. So this bill has officially been approved, and it's a cryptocurrency bill that enforces stricter regulations on businesses conducting crypto operations, and it will begin in July 2025. Apparently, this bill will make it mandatory for both individuals and firms to obtain a Department of Financial Protection and Innovation license to engage in digital asset business activities. It will also allow the government to impose stringent audit requirements on crypto firms and force them to uphold recording requirements. The statement noted, this bill would require a licensee to maintain for 5 years after the date of activity certain records, including a general ledger maintained at least monthly that lists all assets, liabilities, capital, income, and expenses of the licensee. And I'm assuming a lot of this is just due to the FTX situation. They do not want another FTX on their hands. Now, this bill doesn't seem too bad in my opinion. Once again, they are just looking out for crypto businesses to make sure they aren't actual Ponzi schemes. This to me doesn't look like they are trying to kill off cryptocurrencies in California, which is what a lot of people have been saying about basically any new crypto bill introduced. The FTX estate stakes 5.5 million Solana coins, worth 122 million. And they actually only represent a small fraction of FTX holdings of Solana. Now, this is just a stark reminder as to how much Solana the FTX company is holding. And yes, since the court filings, many Solana holders have expressed fears the asset liquidation process will impact Sol, as they actually have just around 1.2 billion US dollars in Solana in total. So obviously, if they dump all that Solana, it could cause the price of Solana to crash. But because they are staking it, are they telling us that they have no plans in the short term to sell their holdings? Your time is valuable. Instead of watching these other YouTubers spend an hour long telling you all the news in crypto, subscribe to my channel with the bell notification turned on, and I'll tell you daily everything that has happened in a short, sweet few minute long video. This video is not financial advice. Read disclaimers on the screen.